scary encounters, devilish faces, and otherworldly creatures. The most remote places hide the most terrifying sights. Be it the government hiding their connections with demonic powers, or sinister forces taking over, our cameras have finally captured it. And it's not looking good. Let me take you through some disturbing footage that no one could explain. A strange video recorded at CERN's Geneva facility, one of the world's most famous labs, has caused a global stir. The footage shows a group of men in black cloaks gathering in a courtyard. In the middle of this eerie scene, a girl dressed in white is brought forward. She kneels and then lies down, leaving viewers deeply unsettled. While some people believe it was just an elaborate prank or a staged movie scene, others are convinced it could be something far more sinister, a real ritual hidden behind closed doors. Could CERN be involved in such secretive activities? With no solid proof, the mystery continues to spark heated debates.
What the
Towering demons. When explorers made their way into an abandoned building, things quickly took a terrifying turn. Inside the washroom, they discovered two dark figures perched on top of the stalls. These weren't anything like humans. They had horns on their heads and their entire bodies were covered in dark demonic features. The group instantly feared the building was haunted by these eerie, otherworldly entities. Realizing they had no business sticking around, they made a hasty exit, barely escaping without harm. Were these demons or something else entirely? The encounter left them with more questions than answers, and the mystery of the building remains unsolved. Demon's voice. A paranormal investigator in Turkey had long heard about a creepy creature prowling the tunnels underground. Although she was consistently told no, she ventured into the systems with her crew to finally unearth the myth. To her shock, she came upon this grotesque creature, humanoid in shape and form, but clearly sinister in appearance. Crouching low as if terrified of what was yet to come, the woman inched closer, as if the demonic creature would utter a few words, but that's exactly when the video cuts off. Some believe she and her crew were finished off, while others think she might have been trapped. Who knows? But at least we've got this footage. Coneheads. A group of people, all wearing long cone-shaped hats, were spotted walking together in a strange procession. The video quickly went viral online, sparking all sorts of theories. Some believed it was part of a cultic ritual, while others speculated that the group could be members of the Ku Klux Klan, a notorious far-right white supremacist hate group. The unsettling footage raised a lot of questions, leaving people wondering about the true identity and intentions of those in the video. Here's another clip where a man walking down a dim alley captured something downright strange on camera. He spotted a group of people standing in a circle, dressed all in red, each holding a light in their hand. The eerie scene left him convinced he had stumbled upon some kind of ritual taking place in the quiet corner. The wild part? No one seemed to notice him walking by, so he kept his distance and quietly recorded. Imagine if you were in his shoes. What would you do if you came across something like that? Devil sighted. What started as a regular underground tunnel exploration quickly took a terrifying turn when the adventurers came face to face with a massive demon blocking their path. This creature was unlike anything they'd ever seen. Its eyes were strangely shaped, its body covered in dark, furry fur, and horns protruded from either side of its face. It looked like something straight out of nightmares, almost like the devil incarnate. They decided to not mess with such a monstrous being. The adventurers quickly backed away, leaving behind the terrifying sight in the dark tunnels. What was this creature, and how did it end up there? The mystery remains unsolved. Dark Watchers.
Oh, hell no. That's crazy.
If you live in the US, you might be familiar with the lore of the Dark Watchers, sentient, dark entities that observe travelers from afar. For a long time, the mystery of the Dark Watchers has been left to just a myth, but now we're uncovering proof. The Dark Watchers aren't just a figment of imagination, they're real creatures lurking in the shadows, hoping some naive traveler will be foolish enough to stop in their tracks and give the Dark Watchers a chance to prove themselves.
Oh, whoa, what is that?
Hell's Grasp.
Astagfirullahaladzim, Mbah, siluman keluar semua, Mbah. Siluman keluar semua, Mbah.
An explorer came upon an abandoned shack, and like most characters in a horror movie, this explorer decided to venture deeper instead of scurrying off into the opposite direction. Of course, he paid for it with almost giving his life away. Inside the abandoned shack lay creatures beyond anyone's imagination. One, clearly humanoid, clearly someone pulling the threads, and the other, a demon that you just can't put into words. Some believe it might be a minotaur, others think this very well could be Baphomet. Considering how dark the energy there is, there's a high chance it's the latter.
Astagfirullahaladzim, cowok. Terus gua gimana ini?
Begging for mercy.
Apa? Astagfirullahaladzim.
When you go looking for trouble, trouble finds you. When an explorer messed around with a sealed-off property, he came face to face with this grotesque creature. A Jinn of some sort, waiting patiently, as if it had known the man would come all this time. While you and I would have definitely freaked out, or been much smarter than this guy, he remained surprisingly calm. After trying to come closer and closer to the Jinn, the guy eventually gave up. Now, although he was a bit too calm, many people think he simply might have been bewitched. Albino Legend. A white, goat-like creature casually walking past. At first, it seemed like an ordinary animal, but then it did something strange. It extended a hand toward the camera, revealing unnaturally long fingers, almost as if it was showing them off. The eerie footage quickly sparked debates. Some thought it could be an albino goat man, while others believed it was something far more mysterious. Whatever it was, its unusual behavior and appearance left everyone spooked. To this day, no one knows exactly what the creature was, and the mystery remains unsolved. Hell's Guard. A ghost hunter, intrigued by tales of mysterious beings lurking in a cemetery, decided to investigate by setting up cameras. What his footage revealed was spine-chilling, a towering figure with goat-like horns resting silently atop a grave. The unsettling aura of the scene sent shivers down his spine. When the video surfaced, it sparked heated debates online. Some viewers were convinced it was Lucifer himself, drawn to the cemetery for sinister reasons. Others dismissed it as a hoax or optical illusion. Still, the footage left everyone uneasy, reminding us that some places might hold secrets best left undisturbed. Darkface. Forests at night are often thought to be hiding grounds for dark entities, and one man got a horrifying confirmation of that while wandering through the woods. As he walked, he noticed something on a tree in front of him. Perched on the branches was a giant humanoid figure, its features dark and twisted, almost demon-like. The sight sent chills through him, and he was frozen in place, unable to move. It was unlike anything he'd ever seen, and the shock left him shaken to the core. What was this creature, and what was it doing there in the dark woods? The mystery remains unsolved, but the encounter will haunt him forever. Jinn's Glimpse. When you play with fire, you find out how deeply it burns. As these orbs roamed around the area, locals couldn't help but be mesmerized. But little did they know they had a far scarier encounter awaiting. You see, these aren't just bright orbs, they're fireballs. And if you look up jinns, you'll realize those horrible, ghastly creatures are made of fire. There's a high chance that what we're looking at here are actually jinns about to reveal themselves. Though it seems that happened off camera, whatever the end might be, it certainly wasn't very pretty. Abandoned Satanic hideout.
Ritual's been going down. with names and symbols.
In 2019, a group of urban explorers ventured into an abandoned farmhouse in Cornwall. This wasn't just any rundown building. It had once belonged to a notorious occultist named Alistair Blackwood. Equipped with flashlights and cameras, the team carefully made their way through the crumbling house. Inside, they found strange symbols etched into the floor and a circle of old bowls, each containing cryptic writing in an unrecognizable language. The eerie discovery sent chills through the group as they realized they had stumbled upon evidence of an ancient ritual. Despite their growing unease, they documented everything, knowing they had uncovered something truly unsettling.
Some spells have been cast right here.
Uncanny doll. This eerie clip had everyone spooked. In the footage, a guy with long hair is seen sitting on a chair, seemingly talking to a small boy sitting on the table. But the way the boy moved was odd, almost robotic, with just small mouth and hand movements. Then the man casually picked him up and placed him on an upper shelf. What's chilling is that the boy looked lifeless for a moment, but suddenly started moving on his own again. When the video hit the internet, people were convinced that these weren't ordinary toys. Some believed they were dolls that came to life at night, a creepy, real-life version of Toy Story no one wanted to imagine. Chained hand. A couple of tourists ventured into a notorious haunted cave, immediately feeling an overwhelming, creepy presence. One of the guys, trying to calm his nerves, pulled out a bottle of holy water and sprayed it around the cave. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a dark hand emerged from the ground. The hand appeared to be bound with a chain, adding to the eerie scene. Local legend says the cave is home to the spirit of a bound soul, once known to haunt the region. Was this a manifestation of that very spirit? The chilling encounter only deepens the mystery surrounding the cave's dark history. Live ritual. On August 20th, 2021, something downright strange unfolded during a live ABC News Australia broadcast. The segment was meant to discuss new laws protecting police dogs in Queensland, but out of nowhere, a bizarre clip hijacked the program. Viewers were shocked as the screen showed three figures on a stage. One of them wore a black hooded robe, standing before an altar with an upside-down burning cross. The unexpected footage left everyone scratching their heads. Was it a hack, or did someone air it intentionally? No clear answers ever came out, leaving this eerie incident shrouded in mystery. Not so secret. This strange event, taking place in the quiet woods, was accidentally crashed by a guy out exploring. Near a flowing river, he spotted three people dressed in black robes. One of them was kneeling, and the guy recording thought it looked like some kind of cleansing ritual. Things got even creepier when he caught sight of a larger group in black robes circling a house, holding what looked like strange objects. The person filming was convinced he had stumbled upon a ritual by some kind of satanic cult. It's not uncommon for these kinds of gatherings to happen in remote areas, and this eerie footage only adds to the mystery. Tunnel terror. Who in their right minds would explore tunnels? That's the equivalent of giving everything you love up, because deep in tunnels live demonic creatures and ghastly beings that make every living moment a nightmare. One such explorer discovered this when he made the mistake of getting a little too close to danger. As those eyes glowed, he knew he had to run, or the chances of living out this interaction would slim. Now, while he did make it out successfully, some wonder about the creature's identity and the whereabouts. The Last Grasp. When you mess around with darkness, you learn why people are afraid of it. This explorer got a little too close to an abandoned grave, thinking he'd be able to figure out to whom it belonged. But then, this happened. Now it happened in a couple of seconds, so it's hard to see what's really there. While some think it might have been a carefully crafted prank, seeing the guy react like that tells you at least he had no idea what was about to happen. Some think whoever was lying in the ditch came to life. Others think the grave belonged to a Satan worshiper who finally awoke to take revenge. Red-eyed mystery. Exploring an abandoned cave, these guys stumbled upon something terrifying, a dark entity sitting motionless in the corner. At first, it didn't seem to pose any danger. As one of the explorers cautiously approached it, the figure remained still. What really sent chills down their spines were its glowing red eyes, giving it an otherworldly presence. Not wanting to take any chances, the group quickly decided to leave the caves. Was it a ghost, or was something far stranger lurking in the shadows? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving the explorers and anyone who hears the story wondering what they truly encountered. Possession recorded. A couple of Sri Lankan fishermen pulled this from the shore, initially thinking this was just a boy who'd lost his way to the waves. The fishermen were eager to help him find home, but once back to the surface, they realized this was no ordinary being. Although humanoid in shape and form, it seemed to move in a disjointed way, as if he was still trying to get used to his limb. To the fisherman's shock, the boy inched forward, his mouth spread apart, almost like he couldn't control it. This terrified the men so much they left him alone, and later claimed to have never seen the boy again. There's reason to believe the boy was possessed. Red-eyed. A man staying in his forest cabin started hearing strange noises outside late at night. Curiosity got the better of him, so he stepped outside to investigate. What he saw left him frozen, a pair of glowing red eyes staring back at him from the darkness. Confused and terrified, he grabbed his camera and recorded the eerie sight, later sharing the clip online to ask for answers. The internet went wild with theories. Some claimed his cabin was haunted by demonic spirits, while others insisted it was a mythical creature lurking in the woods. With no clear explanation, the man's encounter remains a chilling mystery that continues to haunt viewers.
You should see this thing, Mike. Oh my god.
Hide and seek. When you're out exploring deep caves and uncovering this behind a few loose rocks, your instincts might tell you to run, and you'd better listen. A group of Arab ghost hunters stumbled upon this unsettling figure, immediately reciting verses as they suspected it could be a Jinn. Typically, Jinns are believed to take on human or animal forms, making this sight even more alarming. The hunters speculated that they might have glimpsed the true form of the Jinn, a sight not meant for human eyes, and its presence seemed anything but friendly. Otherworldly guards. A viral clip is making waves online, and people think it might have come from a secretive location. In the video, some strange figures appear, catching everyone's attention. One of them is a towering man in a sleek black suit, giving off major bodyguard vibes, but his face, it's oddly unnatural, almost like he's not human. He seemed to be guiding someone who looked like a VIP. Not far behind, another tall figure in the same black suit was walking alongside a woman. Just as things started getting interesting, the footage suddenly cut off. The internet is now full of wild theories. Some say these might be alien-like protectors with incredible abilities. Others think they're highly advanced robots. No one knows for sure, so the mystery remains unsolved. Unmasked? Aliens. We think they'll invade us soon, but they've long infiltrated us, and we don't even know. All around us, the loved ones we think are people might actually be reptilian clones, disguising themselves as humans. Now, of course, it all seems like bah humbug, but when you actually witness something like this, it's hard to believe in what you've been told to think is normal. What if everyone around us is just an alien donning a disguise? How do we know we're in the clear? Horned creature.
Another one there, look at. What is that?
While working in his field, a farmer stumbled upon a strange goat-like creature hiding in the bushes. The sight left him stunned, especially since he didn't own any goats himself. This wasn't just any ordinary animal. It crouched awkwardly instead of standing on 4 legs. It had a single horn protruding from its head, and most disturbingly, a flat humanoid face. The creature's unsettling appearance and movements sent chills down his spine. Word spread quickly, and speculation ran wild. Some believed the farmer had encountered a goat man, while others were convinced it was a dark, demonic entity wandering alone in the fields. The mystery of this bizarre creature remains unsolved.
Whoa, it's moving so weird, Tessa.
Field capture.
I'm trying to pull. Look! I'm trying to pull. Whoa!
Pull it back.
These guys decided to try out their new drone over a remote field when they caught something unusual on camera. They saw 3 individuals moving in a perfect circle, holding hands. The odd part was how they walked, slowly and deliberately, almost as if they were in a trance or performing some kind of coordinated routine. The friends, puzzled by what they saw, couldn't help but wonder, were these people just taking part in some strange tradition, or was it something more sinister, like a ritual? The footage quickly raised more questions than answers, with many people online debating whether it was just a quirky coincidence or if something darker was going on.
Wearing black robes. Dude, it's like a little cult ritual or something.
Bruja's curse. A bruja is a Mexican witch, rumored to practice witchcraft and voodoo, and believed to bow down to nothing. Some believe if you see a bruja, it can only mean devastation, because brujas only reveal themselves when they're about to commit a heinous crime. Considering this bruja intercepted one explorer's path, there's a high chance that explorer might not have made it alive. If he did, then he clearly left with a heavier fate as usual, especially since he cornered this witch. Werewolf. While exploring deep in the woods, a group of friends stumbled upon a creature that sent chills down their spines. At first, it looked like a regular wolf, but as they got closer, they realized it had human-like features too. The strange mix of wolf and human traits had the group frozen in shock. Its dark body and eerie appearance left them speechless, and some couldn't shake the thought that they had just encountered a real-life werewolf. The unsettling experience left the friends wondering if the legends about such creatures might actually be true. One thing's for sure, the image of that creature will stick with them forever. Unscripted find. A group of amateur Pakistani explorers were hell-bent on capturing something evil to make their big break. Little did they know, they'd run into something so troublesome they'd have trouble warding it off for life. As they came upon a ditch that resounded horrible screams, the explorers inched closer, and an obvious cult in practice. Those candles, that obscure destination, a literal grave, and nightfall. These all can only mean one thing: whatever's down there is definitely performing black magic, which explains why these explorers later came down with high fevers. Rooftop activity. A drone flying over an abandoned neighborhood captured something downright creepy. On one of the rooftops, a group of people dressed in black gowns stood in a tight circle. From above, it looked like they were performing some kind of dark, unsettling ritual. The scene had people talking, with many speculating it could have been a demonic ceremony or even devil worship, possibly to fulfill their desires. While the footage sent chills down spines, the true nature of what was happening remains unknown. Mystery in white. A drone high up in the mountains captured something totally unexpected. The footage showed figures dressed in white, fully covered, standing in a circle. At first, they looked like nuns, but there was something off about the scene. It quickly became clear they were performing some kind of ritual. Then, as the camera zoomed in, things got even weirder. Among the human figures, there were small, odd beings with strange features that didn't seem to match the people around them. Were these mysterious creatures from the mountains? Or were they somehow part of the ritual? What were they doing up there, and who or what were these little beings? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving more questions than answers. Cave alien. A few years back in Sagada, Philippines, a chilling encounter was caught on camera. The footage showed a terrifying creature with a massive skull and long bony arms. It appeared to be attacking the people recording it, leaving viewers shaken. The spine-chilling entity remains a mystery. No one knows who filmed it or what the alien-like being truly was. Some believe it might have been guarding the cave, while others think it could be something far beyond human understanding. Since the footage surfaced, locals have avoided the cave entirely, fearing what might still lurk inside. This strange encounter left everyone wondering what hidden horrors might exist in places yet unexplored. Devil's disguise.
Los fines de semana, chicos, hacemos la ofrenda al tío. Chayamos.
There's long been a rumor of devil worshippers living in Bolivia. It is said they purposely pick the narrowest crevices to live. Also, they can practice their worship to Satan without getting into trouble, but someone ratted them out and prompted a nationwide search into Bolivian caves. And there it is, proof that these caves were indeed holding dark, terrible secrets. It's clear whoever was residing in these caves left them abandoned long ago, but with all the creepy activities that went on here, there's a high chance these caves are still flooded with terrifying memories and negative energies.
En los hombros. Tatay, dame fuerza.
Demon Child. Accompanied by an unknown woman, this demonic creature is rumored to be an extraterrestrial, housed somewhere in a secret facility. But is it really that? Some think this might be a harbinger of black magic, an evil entity born from something much more evil, used by people for their own good. Now, since they're out and about like this, it's hard to really think about what this really is. Ultimately, whether human or not, it all boils down to this. Would you want to be alone with this creature? Spelunker's Nightmare. Somewhere in India, deep inside a cave system, lay a nightmare waiting to unfold. As spelunkers ventured deeper and deeper, they finally came upon the horrible scene. You see, if you focus just a tad bit, you'll realize that these aren't just uniquely shaped rocks. Nay, they're far, far creepier. These are demonic creatures, laid to rest by whoever was evil enough to summon them. Some also think these might be Jinn offspring, cuddled into the hot walls to sleep until it's finally time to disappear all over the world. And that's why you don't go spelunking. Devilish glare? There's nothing worse than feeling as if someone's watching your every move, but when you realize that someone could be a sinister force, that's when you know you're truly, terribly in trouble. Focus just behind the trees there. You see it? It's impossible not to feel that evil glare, even from behind our screens. Now, I don't know what exactly that thing is, but I've got a couple of theories. It's entirely possible this could be an evil creature like a Jinn, keeping a malicious eye on whoever's recording this. Or maybe this is just a demon, hoping to catch its victim before it's too late. Jinn's Mercy. A man and his friend went searching for adventure, but instead, they stumbled upon something horrifying in an abandoned tunnel. Hiding between the rocks, they spotted a creature that seemed to blur the line between human and something else entirely. With a humanoid shape, but claw-like arms and an unusually short stature, the duo was convinced they had encountered either an evil Jinn or a cursed being. One of them even tossed what looked like salt, perhaps hoping it might ward off the entity. Strangely, the creature appeared to softly plead for prayers and peace instead of reacting violently. After the video went viral, many speculated that this was a cursed human, trapped in an unnatural form forever. Agni activated. While most cultures denounce black magic and similar dark practices, some oddly celebrate it. Or at least that's what my understanding is. I could be wrong. Here, these tribesmen are performing what is called a black magic or voodoo dance ceremony. The Zangbeto are traditional voodoo guardians believed to have supernatural abilities. It is believed their performance wards off any evil and prevents black magic. Amazing logic, but the dance is far more thrilling than expected. Just take a look for yourself. Camo Nightmare. Everyone likes playing around with Camo, until Camo starts playing around with them. Now, before we reveal what this is, let's just start here. This is no man. This is no human donning a disguise. Instead, there's a high chance this is a devilish creature disguising itself as a human, so it might prey on us. If you summon Satan, there's also a chance something like this shows up, because that's exactly what seems to be the case here. Hopefully, whoever recorded this made it out safely. A glimpse of Ghoul. As if life isn't messed up already, we're getting brave ghouls reaching out from under their hiding spots, as if clearly announcing that they aren't afraid anymore. Right in the background, with a pinkish tinge, as if whatever it is doesn't have evil intentions. This evil creature was lurking in the background, as if it wasn't sure what to do, almost as if it had been keeping an eye on the cameraman for a long time. I'm unsure what this is, but this easily looks like a demonic ghoul of some kind. Prowler's Odyssey.
Niana, what is that?
The smartest thing to do when you hear something strange and unnerving is to leave, and thankfully, for once, we're seeing someone demonstrate that intelligence. Just as they stopped along the road, this person realized they weren't alone. Now there's no real way to identify what's really going on, what kind of creature there is. Some say it could be a Sasquatch, but the dark corners of the woods usually attract devil worshippers and people who clearly don't mean well. It's much smarter to leave when you can.
What'd you see?
What the frick is that?
What?
Petrification curse. Petrification is a magical curse that turns living beings into stone. For centuries, we've heard stories about petrifications, but we've never really believed it at face value, have we? Some believe petrification is the ultimate punishment inflicted upon those who dare worship the devil. Well, it looks like that's pretty much the truth. This is what an explorer found deep inside a cave, clearly a man, or what was once a man, kneeling forward as if clearly about to offer a sacrifice to the devil, and that explains why he's been left like this. Open discussion. In 2006, CCTV footage from a Clark County supermarket revealed an unsettling figure, a creature resembling a goat, complete with 2 horns and a third eye centered on its forehead. Its eerie resemblance to demons described in folklore made the sighting all the more terrifying. Spotted late at night, the entity's preference for solitude away from human activity sparked chilling theories. Could its presence signify something ominous, akin to mythical harbingers of disaster? Some also think this could be the real face of Lucifer. At least that would match the evilness to a T. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.